Welcome to our college briefing show, everyone. Today, we've got some exciting college football action to share. First up, Eastern Washington's Nate Bell had a career day, rushing for 175 yards and passing for 95, helping the Eagles beat Portland State 35-27. It was a great comeback, especially after a late-game fumble, with key plays sealing the win. This victory also marked their 10th all-time win against Portland State. Next, Memphis kept their undefeated streak alive with a smashing 45-7 win over Tulsa. Brendon Lewis shined brightly, throwing 3 touchdown passes and running in another. The Tigers' defense also forced 4 turnovers, making it a night to remember for Memphis fans. Their impressive run continues, now in their 12th straight season with at least 6 wins. Finally, Prairie View narrowly edged out Alcorn State 13-12 in a tense game. Cameron Peters threw a touchdown, and Diego Alfaro's crucial 44-yard field goal in the fourth quarter secured the victory. It was a close call, but Prairie View held strong, despite Alcorn's late efforts. What a game! Please continue to watch for more details. ESPN reports that Nate Bell's extraordinary performance led Eastern Washington to a narrow victory over Portland State, with Bell rushing for a career-high 175 yards and scoring a touchdown, while also contributing 95 passing yards and another score. The Eagles, responding to a late fourth-quarter fumble, sealed their win with an interception and a strategic run-out-the-clock approach. Kevin Allen III added to the excitement with 79 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, including a decisive 50-yard dash in the third quarter. Despite early scoring on 3 of their first 5 drives, Eastern Washington's turnovers kept the game close, but they ultimately snapped a 2-game losing streak against Portland State, demonstrating resilience and clutch defensive plays in the final moments. According to the Toronto Star, Memphis showcased a dominant performance against Tulsa, with Brendon Lewis throwing 3 touchdown passes and rushing for another, all while the Tigers' defense forced 4 turnovers. Memphis surged ahead early, with Lewis connecting with Matt Adcock for a 7-yard touchdown and Sutton Smith adding a 3-yard rushing score. Tulsa briefly responded with a touchdown pass from Kirk Francis, but the game turned sour for them in the final minutes of the first half, as Lewis threw 2 interceptions that led to a 14-point swing. Lewis's career-high 3 passing touchdowns and his overall 22-for-30 effort for 266 yards fueled Memphis's commanding 45-7 victory, extending their impressive streak of winning 6 or more games for the 12th consecutive season. The Toronto Star highlights Central Arkansas's gritty 23-17 win over Utah Tech, where Austin Myers threw for 223 yards and a touchdown, helping the Bears snap a 3-game losing streak. Myers's precise passing complemented Landon Chambers' 108 rushing yards, while Tyrell Pollard's 21-yard touchdown catch in the third quarter put Central Arkansas ahead for good. Utah Tech briefly took the lead early in the second half, but the Bears responded with 13 unanswered points to secure the win. Caleb Jones contributed with 3 field goals, and the Bears' defense made key plays, including an interception by Jacoby McQuiller and a sack by Bradley Clark, demonstrating resilience and disciplined execution in a tightly contested game. According to the Toronto Star, Prairie View A&M University narrowly secured a victory against Alcorn State with a final score of 13-12. The game was highlighted by Cameron Peters' 13-yard touchdown pass to Josiah Rockwell and Diego Alfaro's crucial 44-yard field goal in the fourth quarter, which ultimately sealed the win for Prairie View. Despite a spirited effort by Alcorn State, including a significant 71-yard reception by Jacoby Matthews that set up a touchdown, they fell short when Lorenzo Garcia missed a potential game-winning field goal in the final moments. The game was a tense display of resilience and strategic play, with Prairie View maintaining their lead through the critical moments of the match. The South China Morning Post delves into the complex and sensitive political and security issues in Ladakh, India, illustrating the region's strategic importance and local grievances. The article recounts the struggles faced by Ladakhi's communities, harsh terrain, limited connectivity, and heavy military presence, while emphasizing the recent protests demanding statehood and greater autonomy. These protests, fueled by social media mobilization, highlight the delicate balance India must strike between maintaining national security and respecting local aspirations for self-governance. The region's history of conflicts with China and Pakistan, such as the Galwan clash and the Kargil conflict, underscores the importance of nuanced policies that foster local welfare while safeguarding strategic interests, illustrating a broader lesson in frontier governance and the importance of community agency amid geopolitical tensions. The BBC reports a troubling surge in HIV cases in Fiji, driven by risky behaviors such as needle sharing and Bluetoothing, a practice where blood is transferred between users via shared needles, often linked to drug use and chemsex. The country, with a population under a million, has experienced an 11-fold increase in HIV cases over the past decade, with young people increasingly involved in intravenous drug use, especially methamphetamine. Experts warn that the official figures may only reveal part of the crisis, as underreporting and limited healthcare resources hinder effective response. The rise of drug-related transmission, combined with inadequate access to clean needles and education, has created a perfect storm, threatening to overwhelm Fiji's healthcare system and exacerbate the epidemic in the coming years. Efforts to improve awareness and expand harm reduction programs are ongoing, but many fear that the full extent of the crisis remains hidden beneath the surface. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong is taking significant steps to regulate its private and international schools, aiming to align their oversight with that of subsidized institutions. The city's leader, John Lee Ka-chiu, announced a forthcoming code of practice that will mandate private schools to disclose financial information regularly, adhere to self-evaluation checklists, and establish governance committees with responsible members. This move addresses concerns about financial mismanagement and irregularities, especially in light of recent controversies involving schools partnering with mainland Chinese agencies to offer classes that could qualify students for subsidized university programs. Lawmakers emphasize the need for tighter supervision, early risk detection, and clear legal definitions of shell schools to prevent misuse of public resources and ensure a fair, transparent education landscape. Yahoo US highlights Disneyland's annual Lost and Found sale, revealing the whimsical chaos of the theme park's forgotten treasures. Each year, thousands of items, ranging from sunglasses and Mickey ears to high-tech gadgets like AirPods and even rice cookers, are left behind, creating a treasure trove for eager shoppers. The event, held in partnership with Goodwill of Orange County, draws over 1,800 visitors who line up hours before opening, eager to sift through bins of unclaimed items, each one a mystery of how it ended up there. The sale not only offers a chance for bargain hunters to score unique Disney memorabilia but also raises significant funds for charity, exemplifying the park's playful spirit and the human stories behind every lost item. South China Morning Post explores Hong Kong's strategic push to become a global education hub, especially with the decision to raise the cap on non-local students from 40% to 50%. This shift signals a bold vision to transform Hong Kong into an international academic center, attracting students from across the globe by leveraging its world-class universities, English medium instruction, and relatively lower costs compared to Western countries. The article underscores the importance of evolving the educational infrastructure, addressing housing shortages and refining curricula to reflect diverse global perspectives, while fostering an inclusive environment that supports mental well-being and cultural integration. With land designated for new international schools and existing institutions encouraged to expand, Hong Kong's ambition is clear: to nurture a new generation of graduates equipped to thrive in a globalized world, positioning itself as a beacon of 21st-century education. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation highlights Sonai Takaichi's rise as Japan's potential first female prime minister, emphasizing her conservative stance and focus on national defense and economic security. Takaichi, aged 64, has a long political career rooted in supporting aggressive economic policies inspired by Shinzo Abe, including monetary easing and fiscal spending. Her views on foreign policy and history, especially her hawkish stance towards China and her visits to the controversial Yasukuni Shrine, reveal her revisionist approach to Japan's wartime past, which could strain relations with neighboring countries. Despite her ambitions for gender equality, her traditional views on women's roles and her opposition to same-sex marriage reflect the complex challenges she faces in transforming Japan's patriarchal societal norms. The Toronto Star reports on Penn State's football setback at the Rose Bowl, where the 7th-ranked team unexpectedly lost to UCLA 42-37. The game was marked by UCLA's daring onside kick and aggressive offensive strategy, which caught Penn State off guard early on. Despite their reputation for strong defense, the Nittany Lions struggled to contain UCLA's running game, leading to a high possession disparity that exhausted their defense. Coach James Franklin reflected on their mistakes and penalties, acknowledging the team's need to regroup after their first two Big Ten losses. With an upcoming matchup against top-ranked Ohio State, the team remains hopeful about their playoff prospects, though the recent defeat underscores the unpredictability of college football's competitive landscape. Yahoo US focuses on Luzerne County Community College's new Career and Technology Academy, a partnership with local high schools aimed at addressing Pennsylvania's skilled trades shortage. Led by President John Utachak, the program offers high school students college credits in trades like welding, plumbing, and HVAC, providing a clear pathway to well-paying jobs straight out of high school. Funded with state support and scholarships, the initiative seeks to challenge the outdated notion that college is the only route to success, promoting the value of skilled trades and post-secondary credentials. UDCHAC emphasizes that this program not only prepares students for the workforce but also helps close the cultural divide, offering young people a viable and lucrative alternative to traditional college education, thereby strengthening the local economy and workforce development. Yahoo US reports that South Carolina State University was placed on lockdown following reports of gunfire at Eugene Suites, casting a shadow over their lively homecoming week. The campus police swiftly responded to the incident, urging residents within Eugene Suites to stay put and instructing students in other dorms to return to their rooms, while off-campus residents were advised to exit the campus entirely. As the university announced the suspension of the evening's homecoming concert and urged non-students not to approach the campus, the situation remained under investigation by the State Law Enforcement Division, with no further details provided. The incident marked a tense moment for the university community, with updates awaited as the story continued to develop. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Morning sunlight on the street, city whispers soft and sweet, faces mix in daily grind, every story intertwined, cultures blend like colors bright, languages in the silent night, on the table stories told, food and feast upon so bold, people living day by day, in the heart they find their way, sharing moments, voices sing, in this world of everything. Society in rhythms beat, entertainment's fleeting heat, echoes of ours and fears, laughing through our unseen tears, children playing in the park, drawing dreams till after dark, elders speak of days gone by, washing shadows from the sky. People living day by day, in the heart they find their way, sharing moments, voices sing, in this world of everything. Society